Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everything is going well in your life, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope your family is doing well, and that all is good. Today I'm finally honoring that thing that I said a few videos back, like a long time ago, where I said that I would do a art journaling video, so here we are. So recently, if you saw my last video, I actually uploaded a travel vlog of me and my best friends going to Kingston, Ontario for the weekend. And in Kingston, there is my favorite shop for stationery, which is called Mirari Gifts. And so this is me kind of like showcasing all the basic stuff that I got, which I am so excited to use. So yeah, that was the plan for this video, was just to use the new stuff that I got because I'm a stationery nerd and I'm very, very excited about using all the new stuff that I got. So the main reason why I went to that shop was to really get like those little picture things that I showed in the first few clips. And I just like really wanted those in order to really step up my quality of spreads, and I just could not wait to use them. So again, how I start off my art journaling, which I am a complete beginner, like please do not follow me for examples, but I start off of course with a pair of trusty scissors as well as a glue roller. Those are super useful for anyone who does bullet journaling or just scrapbooking art in general. Like those things are super useful. I definitely recommend them if you've never used them before. Anyways, those are great. And also you guys can see on the top right, I have a wonderful coffee with me, and it made me have shaky hands, which was a bad idea, but it was totally worth it because the coffee was great anyways. Anyway, I started off with the classic brown paper bag because I just absolutely love brown paper, and I absolutely love the texture that it gives when you crumple it, which I will be doing later. And then here you also see me kind of flipping through the pictures to kind of see if I get inspired by any of them. I didn't really get inspired by any in this pack specifically, but then I switched over to the other one where I found the two main pictures that I was going to use for this spread. So this is the very first one that I found, and I thought that the colors were absolutely perfect, and I just took it right away because I was like, this is the one for sure. So I honestly had so much fun just looking through this little pad of pictures because it's so pretty, and there's like so many different options and colors and styles, and I love it all so much. So I definitely recommend either shopping on Mirari Gifts online or going to actual in-store places if you have one nearby. I think it is so worth it, and they have amazing stuff from, you know, mugs to just Japanese food to bullet journal stuff to art journal stuff and just basic stationery things. Really amazing place, and I love it so much. I also got these little tag thingies. I don't really know what they're called, but I saw these people like use these type of things in their spreads, and I thought it just like really made it way more fancy and just feel so much more like authentic and old and special. So I got those as well because I thought like, hey, that's really cool. Also, I had this cardstock in my stash previously, so this is the one that I used, and I felt like this piece felt a little too big, so I just ripped it, and of course to add that wonderful ripped paper texture, and I started layering it and kind of laying out like how I would want things to go. And of course I crumpled up the brown paper just to get that chef's kiss texture. And yeah, so again, I'm not a professional art journaler at all. This is not a tutorial or guide in any way. This is just me bringing you guys along on my process of how I made this spread with my new toys. So yeah, I crumpled up the paper, I ripped another one, I replaced the little tag and the little pictures, and then I actually ended up using the extra piece that I had ripped off previously because I felt like the second page was missing a little bit of something. So I thought, why not put it in the corner? I feel like that place just really suited it, and it did, so I kept it there. And then next, I have to use this paper in every single spread that I make just because it's so gorgeous. I absolutely love the golden foil and how the paper is like kind of see-through. I just think that it's super nice. So I just cut myself a simple little square to not waste too much, and then I ripped off the corners for whatever size and specific place that I needed, and just honestly adding a little bit of gold foil or silver, any type of like, you know, metallic type of color thing, just really steps up your game for art journaling or bullet journaling or any type of thing like that, to be honest. It's one of my favorite things to do just because it looks so much more fancy and elegant and just much more expensive, you know, it just adds like that little ting that you need. So yeah, at this point I was really happy with the general layout that I had, and then came the part where you take everything apart to start gluing things down. So I made sure to kind of memorize what the layout looked like, and then I took my glue tape roller thingy and put everything down. So you guys may notice that my glue tape roller looks a little strange. So when I bought the pack of 3 or 4 a while back, I didn't realize that these were actually recharges for an already existing glue tape roller, which I obviously did not have. So I ended up buying the recharges instead of a new one, so make sure to not make that mistake. I mean, it still works, you just kind of have to hold things in because it doesn't have like the back part to it, it only has the front part, which is a little strange. But I mean, it makes sense if it's a recharge, right? So anyways, just be aware of that when you are going out to buy supplies, because I was not aware that that was a thing. But now I know, and I will not make that mistake again. So you see, I kind of have to like wind it back so that the little plastic doesn't like stick out so much. And I guess like the usual mechanism inside of the original one would do that by itself, but I have to do it manually, which kind of makes me like feel like I'm reloading like an old camera, you know, with like old film and whatnot, which I think is really funny. But yeah, on to the second page, I simply again followed the same layout. I just glued everything down. Layering is key when making bullet journal spreads, that I know, and make sure to try to not have like any tangents and whatnot is like really important. Makes it look very much more intentional and much cuter. But yeah, again, continuing with that gorgeous paper, which I will need to go and buy another pack out again because it's just so gorgeous and I just love it so much because I use it for literally everything. The only downside to this specific paper is that the design on it has writing, and it's obvious if the writing is upside down or not, so you have to keep it, well, I mean, you don't have to, but I personally like to keep it right way up so that it doesn't look out of place or strange in any single way. So that's the only downside to it, but overall really pretty anyways, which is fantastic. Next, these are stickers that I'm so happy that I got, and I'm just so impressed about how many sheets there are because I was not aware there was going to be so many sheets. But these are like little stickers of quotes and whatnot that people can just use for their spreads, and I'm just absolutely in love with it. And it was actually so hard to like choose which sheet I would want to use to like find which quotes I wanted, because it was like a little bit everywhere, but I ended up finding 2 quotes that kind of went together pretty well. And keep in mind, like, these words are like completely random and like they do not make sense in a sentence. Like the overall sheets, like they don't have a theme and whatnot, but I was able to find 2 kind of lines that kind of fit together. And it's, do you think of the heart you're breaking, mine or your own? And I thought like that just went together really well. This spread didn't have like any sad intended purposes, but I mean the quote ended up that way, so that's fine, I guess. But yeah, I definitely recommend these stickers. They're so useful and so fun. And next, of course, you cannot have a bullet journal spread without having some white gel pen detailing, and of course the black micron detailing as well. So I'm using the 05 jelly roll as well as the 03 micron Pigma Micron thingy, and I'm so professional. Oh my gosh. So yeah, on the brown paper I just went ahead with my jelly roll and of course did the classic little sparkle that I think every single bullet journaler and art journaler uses, just to add a little of pizzazz. And I did that on both sheets, and I just think that added just a little bit of detail that was really missing on those sheets of paper, so I'm very glad that I did that. And then after that, I went in with a pencil first in order to kind of lay out what I wanted to write on the tag. And thank God I did, because I did not like the first draft that I did. The J was just out of control and the swirls and everything. So I had to erase that and redo it. So make sure you guys always kind of trace out what you want to do in pencil first, because then you can always erase it, because when you go in with the fine liner, you cannot necessarily erase it. So keep that in mind whenever you're doing an art journal spread or bullet journaling, or, you know, any type of art project, to be honest. But yeah, I kept it really simple. I only wrote the date that I did this on, which was a while back. But yeah, this is how the spread turned out. I kept it super simple. I realize now that I could have totally added some of that washi tape that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, but at this point I was like an hour in and completely forgot. But the spread was so fun to do, and it was like super relaxing and super therapeutic. And again, super simple, nothing complicated, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for this ride and, you know, joining me for making my very first journal spread on my channel. And I hope you guys would love to see more, because I would love to make more. And yeah, I will see you guys actually all next week for my August plan with me. So I hope you guys stay tuned and come in for that. And I will see you guys then. Bye, guys. Also, yes, my original journal is a holographic llama unicorn book that I got from Forever 21. Do not judge me.